What's going on? Had to cool down a little bit after that loss. After that loss, a couple things was bothering me about this team. Now that we're 1-3, a couple things to take from this game. For one, I don't think you can put all the blame on Bradford on this one. It's just obvious our receivers aren't getting open. They're not breaking out from coverage at all. I can't remember what play it was, if it was the touchdown to Cooper or Miles Austin, but it was really just a busted coverage on the Redskins' part. The secondary had a busted coverage, and that's the reason why we were able to score. But Bradford is doing his best. I hear a lot of people calling for Mark Sanchez to be the starter, but y'all know how I feel about Mark Sanchez. The thing I don't like about Mark Sanchez, he against mediocre teams he plays well, but against elite teams he just doesn't show up. So, for all these people that's calling out for Mark Sanchez to be the starter with Bradford, that's not the way to go either. We kind of got to stick with Bradford. Another thing is this offensive line is just completely in shambles. You know, DeMarco Murray can't do anything. The offensive line is not getting a push against anybody, any team whatsoever. I think that's one of the biggest issues that bothers me the most this season is this offensive line. I hear a lot of people saying that DeMarco Murray, we should have never traded for him. He was the product of the Cowboys' offensive line. One thing y'all got to look at, too, is that, for one, we're employing DeMarco Murray completely wrong. He's a power runner, but yet and still we're trying to use him as if he's LaShawn McCoy. He's not a slasher. He's not LaShawn McCoy. He's a downhill power runner, and the way we've been using him is wrong. So how can we make an assessment of DeMarco Murray when we're not even using him right? And the offensive line, no matter if it's a passing play or a running play, they're not getting the push at all. I don't know if it's just the moves that we made that's affecting the offensive line. I think it's partly of that. But I don't know what it is with the offensive line this year that we're not getting a push. I don't know if they need to be coached up, but that's the biggest area overall in the team with the team that bothers me the most. The defense this game, it's really hard to judge them because they were on the field for like 40 minutes. When you're on the field for 40 minutes, don't expect too much of a positive outcome from that. When the defense is on the field for 40 minutes, we shouldn't expect great things from them. We shouldn't. I think they played okay, but it's just, man, it's like I feel like this season we still haven't seen what this team is really capable of because we haven't played a full 4 quarters. You know, every game, like, we start off slow in the first half and then we make a run in the second half. So when you look at it through 4 games, we still haven't played a full game yet. Every game has been like a half that we played well. I'm hearing some people calling for Chip Kelly to be fired. I know he just had a press conference where he's saying that he's not going to switch everything up. He don't feel like anything needs to change. We just need to execute better, which is true. In one part, we do need to execute better. But if things keep on going the way they are, something's going to have to get switched up. Yeah, I don't know if we need to run DeMarco Murray more or something because, what we're doing right now scheme-wise just isn't working offensively. It's really not. Now, I don't think, I've been hearing some people calling for him to get fired. I don't think he should be fired. My take on him being fired is this, we need to see how the season plays out first before calling for him to be fired. Now, I admit I don't agree with all the moves he made in the offseason. And I think that's playing a little bit of a part, too, because it's obvious that this team doesn't have really good chemistry right now offensively. We're really lacking chemistry, too. So I think that is playing a factor, too. But I don't think he needs to be fired as of yet. Now, if we finish the season like fucking, let's say, 2-14 or 3-13 or 4-12, some shit like that, then yes, he's probably got to go. He did put it on himself when he made these moves. And, I'm trying to give these moves a chance. I feel like a lot of y'all do. That, some of these moves are now really starting to hurt us. I do think the one move that kind of sticks out to me that's hurt us, and it wasn't really a move, but us not re-signing Jeremy Maclin, because I just really feel like offensively, we don't have that player that just really scares a defense that can really just open up a defense. I just feel like wide receiver-wise, we don't. And I think that's an area that we're really hurting right now. Now, maybe Aguilar or fucking Matthews developed them during the season into that threat. I can see it being more Aguilar than Jordan Matthews because we mainly use Jordan Matthews for that slot. But yeah, that's how I feel about the moves, though. You know, you still gotta wait until the season ends to really analyze the moves. But on another note, one thing we need to address is fair weather fans. You know, I see a lot of people jumping ship saying, you know, fuck the Eagles, you know, the season is over, you know, I hate this team, they do this to me every year. My thing is this, for one, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You know, on my Instagram page, it's like a forum. I don't really care what people say, as long as you're not saying really fuck the team or nothing like that. But at the end of the day, it's like everybody's entitled to their own opinion. My thing is a fair weather fan is somebody to me that, you know, when the team is doing bad, fuck them, I'm done with them, I hate this team. But then when they start doing good, oh, that's my team, I love them. Basically, like they hop on the bandwagon. They hop on, they hop off, they hop on, they hop off. Now, I don't consider a fair weather fan to be. I don't think a fair weather fan is somebody that disagrees with the coach, that says, like, you know, stuff like fuck Chip Kelly, he's got to go. No, that's just a passionate fan. And maybe somebody can answer this for me. Why the fuck is it that whenever somebody complains about Chip Kelly, about this fucking dude, or is calling for him to switch up the scheme, or calling for him to be fired, why it's like they're the devil or something? It's like people are just ready to just fucking cast stones on whenever a fan says it about Chip Kelly. If I recall, you know, Chip Kelly hasn't gotten us to a fucking NFC championship. He hasn't gotten us to a Super Bowl. So why is it the fact that everybody like is so much in full support? Now I understand supporting the coach, but why is it that when anytime somebody says anything negative about Chip Kelly, everybody want to go off? You know, I just don't get that. Maybe that's just me. Like, everybody's entitled to their opinion. You know, I may not agree with it. Like, just like I don't agree with motherfuckers saying, oh, this team ain't gonna never win shit. We ain't never gonna beat shit. Look, I've been rocking with this team since like 8. In my family, it's like you either an Eagles fan, you a Sixers fan, you from somebody from Philadelphia's fan. That's how it is in my family. You better not even be coming in there kicking that shit that I'm a 49ers or a Cowboys fan. No, that shit want to get you to the door. That's just how my family is. We're all just Eagles fans. So, you know, this does suck right now. It does. And when the thing that bothers me the most is that, you know, we went into the preseason, and, you know, the preseason, even though I told y'all not to get gas, it gives you all these high hopes that we're going to do big things. It's kind of like, you know, when you go to a restaurant, you know what you want, and you waiting, and you haven't eaten all day, and you waiting for this food, this dish, and come out, the fucking food come out late, and it's fucking cold. That's why I kind of feel like now with the season, you know, it's just we've been waiting all along for us to do big things, and it's just not happening. But it kind of concerns me now with the team because now it's been like 4 games now, and now it's starting to seem like it's a trend with this team. What we're seeing with the lack of you know, a big play down the field threat with the offensive line, you know, in shambles. Now it's seeming like it's a trend, and that's what's starting to get me nervous about this team. It's like, maybe y'all can tell me this. Is it like, do y'all think it's a trend? Do y'all think it's just something that, you know, that's just going to go, is the season over with? Or do you think, you know, this is just a bump in the road? I'm thinking more that it's just a bump in the road. I think we'll get through it. But just let me know how y'all feel. I know this video was a little bit long, but, you know, we had to address some stuff, honestly, man. Some of these fair weather fans are just sometimes just fucking irks me and shit. The way you just gonna fucking kick your team to the fucking curb and shit, like, to me, that's not cool. Now, I get the frustration part, but, like, it just bothers me more whenever somebody says something in disapproval with Chip Kelly. You know, people's ready to cast fucking stones on this shit. You know, it's just crazy because when Andy Reid was here, I know we didn't even give him this type of support that we get this motherfucker to. You know, I just think just some people are just so amped up about Chip Kelly because he's supposed to, you know, change the NFL and make all these changes and shit, and I think that's what it is. I don't know. I'm kind of ranting now, so I don't know. Just leave your thoughts and your opinion, how you feel. You know, are y'all ready to jump ship? You know, how do y'all feel about the team? Let me know.